Welcome to Entrepreneurs International Network, where entrepreneurs learn, network, and grow. I'm Roger Killen, the community organizer. Today, Liam Austin is going to help us get more clients by effectively and efficiently using virtual workshops. Liam, I have a couple of get to know you questions, and here's the first one. What would you describe as being your greatest accomplishment in life to date?
To date, well, gosh, there's a few, but we'll keep it relevant.
Just one. just one.
Just one. Creating this online business, which allows me to live in Malta, visit my family in Australia. My partner's Swedish, so visiting her family as well. Beautiful.
Question number 2. What fun fact would you like us to know about you?
Well, fun fact, I love surfing, I love burritos, and I used to be a professional soccer player. However, professional that was in Australia.
Okay, good for you. That's a nice trilogy, diverse trilogy.
Yeah.
Question number 3, what is one of your favorite quotes?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That was our Canadian hockey legend.
Yes, it was.
Name. Canadians, pitch in here.
Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a couple of messages for participants. Liam gets his energy from you. So, and not much energy is available when you don't come on camera. So please do, if at all possible. Stay muted and type any questions you might have into the chat. I'll stop Liam about every 10 minutes and pose all your questions to him. Rest assured, by the end of Liam's workshop, all your questions will have been answered. Now, after our session is over at the top of the hour, I will go to work and finalize the video and post it into the EIN YouTube channel. Tomorrow, you will be sent a link to the video. So you don't really have to take any notes now. You'll have access to the video tomorrow, which I will also ask you to send to the entrepreneur friends in your network, and that way they benefit from Liam's training as well as yourself. All right, Liam, are you ready to rock the stage?
Let's do it, Roger.
All right, I'm going to unmute me. I'm going to remove spotlight from me, and you can share screen. Take it away, Liam. The show is yours.
All right, great. Well, yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining in and sticking around for this session. Yeah, Tim, Michael, Adele, Nick, thanks for having your cameras on. Yeah, good to have you guys here. Ron is looking pretty relaxed there. Good. Hopefully I can get you guys all inspired with this session today. I'll share my screen. I'll jump straight into it. And yeah, do feel free with this session to take some notes. I want to, I know obviously Roger said you can watch the video later, but also I'd like to see, any ideas you might have for your business, and particularly the questions around how this could work for you in your market, in your niche, to generate more consistent revenue in your business and predictable income. Because I know that's been a big part of a lot of the struggles of the people that we help. And I'm sure plenty of you as well, because I know that I went through that as well. So hopefully you guys can all see my screen. Just give me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat so I can see all of that. Thanks, Kathy, Nick, great. So obviously the title you can see on the screen there, it's how to fill your courses and programs in just 90 minutes with a virtual workshop. Now, this is something I've been doing since 2015 online, running online events in different formats. But essentially, I'm the co-founder of Entrepreneurs HQ, which is our umbrella brand for the different events and courses and programs that we run, alongside my co-founder, which our faces are kind of covered in this in this slide for some reason, but that's not my fault. She designs these slides, so she's covered both of our faces here. But yeah, she's my co-founder in the business, and we started the business because she was Swedish, I was Australian, and we realized to be able to live in the same country, but still being able to visit our friends and family on the other side of the world, we need to generate income online and consistently as well. So a few years back, when trying to launch just a new training program, like myself and Sarah, like we tried to use sales webinars. You guys are all familiar with sales webinars? Yeah, let us know. I'd love to see some more interaction in the chat. I can see the thumbs up and the nods. Kathy, cheers. All right, great. Thanks. Oh, there was a hand there. But yeah, let us know in the chat. Love this to be interactive. We ran these webinars online, and yeah, they did okay. They did all right, but the results just weren't what I'd hoped. Right? I mean, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of hype around webinars, like people making millions of dollars from their webinars. Like, okay, great. They love hosting them. They're getting great results. It works for them, for their audience. But for me, for personally, like it just didn't feel right. I felt like it was just a lot harder to enroll people, to build that connection with people than really it should be. Now, all my career, really, I've had some kind of sales related role. And the webinar style that I was coming across just felt really salesy. And I don't know, does anyone recognize that feeling? Has anyone here tried a webinar before? Just raise your hand, let me know, or just type in the chat. Cheers, Roger. Kathy doesn't look like she has. Nick. Anyone else done a webinar before? Peggy, Kitty, no? Okay. Tried to see, yes, we've hosted webinars. Colleen, Don has, okay, cool. So you might maybe have that feeling of like, oh, it's been a bit icky, or you didn't get the results that you were expecting, right? So if that's you, what I'm going to share with you today over the next, 45 minutes or so, probably a little bit less, we'll try to be punctual and we can answer any questions along the way. But how can we get a better, more fulfilling, fun way of actually making money, of filling your courses and programs, right? Getting more clients for your business. And one of the best ways I've done that, I've found, is via a workshop in just 90 minutes. Now, a bit of a background so you can see where this has worked and fit into my business, and a bit of credibility, I suppose. My expertise is in running these virtual events. Like for the past 6 years, I've been running multi-day virtual summits, seminars, boot camps, workshops, webinars, masterminds, like more of these kind of virtual events than I can count. They've all been online events, right? And this is an online event where we're at today, especially if you're here live. And I've had over 100,000 people go through our events, go through our programs and courses. So we've built quite a big email list, a big audience, and it happened a lot faster, quicker, and kind of easier than I thought it was even possible. And it's safe to say that I'm yet to find a better strategy than this, what I'm sharing with you today, than this, that really builds your email list and establishes you as an authority, as an expert in your market, in your niche, in front of your ideal prospects, right? It's fast and it's efficient. So today we're just going to focus on workshops because I think they're the ultimate way of getting started quickly. And there's many ways to kind of do virtual events. You've got challenges, you've got giveaways, you've got summits, right? There's plenty of ways to do this, but workshops specifically we'll be focusing on today. Why? Because at the end of today, really, I'll show you why, but these 3 key reasons on your screen now, they grow your authority. So you become the go-to expert in front of the ideal prospects that you want to work with. It actually attracts clients that you love working with for your courses and programs, right? Like we're designing a business, a life that should be enjoyable. It should be fun to go to work, right? So let's just work with people that we have a good time with, right? Rather than people that I don't want to really show up to serve this person or work with this person because it's not a good fit. And we don't want that really in our life. So workshops are a great way to just attract the right people, as well as make an impact on the world, right? By helping people actually achieve their dreams and goals and create a legacy for themselves. So some of you might be saying, okay, well, great. I know workshops. I've tried them. Some of you said in the chat, okay, I haven't really won a webinar before, but I've seen them. Well, what makes them different from, what makes webinars different from a workshop? So instead of focusing on inviting others to speak, like you are center stage. Right. And I should say this generally, not necessarily webinars and workshops, generally with virtual events, because there's plenty of shows on YouTube or podcasts where you're interviewing guests. But with this particular, very similar with webinars, you are center stage. You are showing off your expertise. Right. It's great because your students, your prospects get a chance to get to know you. Right. And that's super important when you want to sell your offers, right, off the back end of the event. So whether that's an online course or a consulting or a service or a coaching program, I heard, a couple of you maybe the coaching space. It's all about building trust and rapport with your audience, really building that relationship. And building your personal brand is so crucial when selling a coaching service, for example, right? It's about you. People are buying from you. And I just want to say with this as well that workshops, you're really helping people get a specific result, right? It's like, well, I'm going to get this person a result on the workshop within 90 minutes. This is the way we teach it within our 90-minute workshop system. Versus the webinar, it's like, oh, here's all how you can do it, but good luck, go off and implement it yourself. And they'll give you some tips, but it's not maybe the full scenario, right? You don't get every single step. With the workshop, you're actually giving them a result that they came to get. So if you're wondering like about the difference between a virtual workshop and a webinar, right? The biggest difference really is a webinar provides information on how you could get results using a certain system or framework, whereas the workshop actually implements that same system and framework. Right? It provides tangible results straight away, instantly, in real time for your clients. Now, in my experience, the number one problem most business owners face, and just let me know what your maybe number one problem is, what you're struggling with. Maybe it's leads, maybe it's clients, whatever it is. But it's either one of those two things typically. Just let me know if it's leads or sales for you. Or clients, whatever it is in the chat. I'd love to get a bit of an understanding so I can help tailor a bit more of this presentation towards to you. So just let me know exactly who or what you're struggling with. But when it comes to like leads and sales, it's not about quantity, right? I showed you that we've built an email list of over 100,000 leads, and we did this within 18 months. By the way. And we've also done that for one of our clients. One of our clients gets 100,000 people to his events every year. Crazy. Imagine like 100,000 leads coming into your business, right? Pretty cool. And most of our clients don't need that. We're happy with a few hundred, right? Or 1,000 raving fans, high quality, highly targeted people that we can have conversations with. And I heard that being mentioned before, like you need to start having conversations with people who see you as the expert, who see you as the authority, because those conversations become a lot easier then. If they already know, like, and trust you, they love your system and what you teach, and yeah, they'd like to spend more time with you, then it's so much easier to, when you have that conversation, to sell your courses and programs or service, whatever it is you want to sell off the back end. So workshops are particularly great at doing this, building the authority, building your email list, right? Because it brings, if you get the right setup and the foundation for your workshop, you should be able to build and attract like a targeted list of your ideal clients, your ideal customers, and position yourself as the go-to expert, the authority in your niche, right? Whilst building that trust, building that rapport with your audience, right? And this is all within 90 minutes, right? We're giving a ton of value. We're giving people results in a very short period of time, right? Like we want them to walk away from that 90-minute workshop with a result. Why? Why is this incredibly powerful? Well, if someone achieves a goal with you in just 90 minutes, even if it's a small micro goal, right, they're going to feel like they've made progress. And they're going to think, well, if I got this kind of result with Roger in just 90 minutes, imagine what I could achieve in 90 days or 9 months with him. So you're giving them instant proof that you can actually help them. You can actually get them results. Great webinars. You can show like a ton of testimonials of all these other people you've got results for, but will it work for me? That's typically the question, right? The doubt that stops people from handing over their credit card, sending you money. It's like, well, I can see, yeah, like everything's there, the trust, the authority, but will this work for me? The workshop eliminates that objection for people. It gives them the results. It shows and proves that you can deliver a result for them. And maybe it's something they've been struggling with for years, right? And if you're able to eliminate a struggle or a pain, something they've been struggling with for years or weeks, whatever it is, they're going to trust you so much more to be able to get the next result for them, right? So you got me this result, Roger, in just 90 minutes. Like, let's spend another 90 days together because I want to get even more results from you, because I know you can get me results because you've already proven that. Great. When do you want to start? All right. You're giving them instant proof that your system, your knowledge, your skills can actually help them. It can make a real difference with them heading towards their goals or overcoming any challenges and pains that they might be experiencing. People love this, right? I mean, hopefully today you come away with some aha moments and you walk away with like, wow, if I implement this, this is going to really work for me. I can see how this could work for my business, right? It's powerful, super, super powerful. And by the way I'm teaching this is not a workshop model that I would typically use. It's not a workshop on workshops, if you like. This is just me giving you a bit of training, a bit of understanding about how our workshop system works. So yeah, do interact and let me know. Abraham, amazing, great. Michael, clients who need art in the form of photography, leads and clients, Adele, Abraham, quality, leads, Nick, clients, Don, Abraham, leads as well. Great. So working with quality clients, Connor. Yeah, that's, I think, what we all need. And like when it comes to like now, like we're in an increasingly tech savvy world, people understand webinars and the sales pitch and things that are going on the back end. People maybe get tired of them, that pitch, and like, well, fatigue, like, just show me, does this actually work for me? Right? Like, turn off the pitch, just show me that this thing works, prove it to me. Can I, like, there's people that offer guarantees with their work, like, I'll guarantee you X result, but if I get you that result, then you pay me, right? In this case, with the workshop, you get them to pay you up front, potentially. I'll go into that, and I think in a little bit, in regards to the payment and how you might want to structure this, but you can get paid and then get them that quick win, get them that result. And it's a cheap, simple, quick, easy way for them to commit, to invest, to work with you. But the whole idea is like you give them that result and they're willing to work with you further way into the future because they want more results.
Liam, do you have any examples you could share with us?
Yeah, what do you mean? What type of examples are you looking for? Like, you mean types of workshops?
90-minute workshops that hold the promise of providing change so that people can actually see, if Liam can do this in 90 minutes, think about the 90 days. What is it? What is the result I get during those 90 minutes? Some examples of that.
Yeah, great. So who here loves referrals for their business? I heard a lot of people talking about partnerships before. Kitty's like, hell yeah. Everyone loves referrals, right? Because they convert. Then when you get referred business, they're much more likely to convert. So here's a title of a workshop that I've done with my clients. I haven't done this as a paid thing, just as an example for clients. But the title of the workshop is how to get 3 referrals in just 3 minutes. 3 referrals for your business in 3 minutes. That's the 90-minute workshop. All right. So who would want 3 referrals for their business in 3 minutes? Like Kitty's like, hell yeah. Right. Adele's hell yeah too. Great. Right. I think absolutely, Colleen. Yeah, we all would. Right. So this is a quick win. Quick win. Why is it quick? Well, it's in 3 minutes. And why is it a win? It's 3 referrals. Right. And it's a workshop. So we call it a quick workshop win. Essentially is the kind of phrase I have for this. How do you do this? I can literally teach someone this in 3 minutes. Like go to LinkedIn and I just share my screen and I show you exactly how to get these 3 referrals via LinkedIn. And it's now a system to get 3 referrals every single day, which takes you just 3 minutes to do. Now in the workshop format, yeah, I can teach it in 3 minutes, but I want people to actually get those 3 referrals within the 90 minutes. Can you see how if you were able to do that for your clients, if say your clients wanted more clients, they wanted more leads, they want to get more referrals, if you could show them how to get 3 referrals within a 90-minute workshop, they're just like, oh, damn, like Roger, like I want more referrals. I want more strategies like this. Super simple. It's just 3 minutes I can do every day to generate 3 new referrals for my business that are my ideal clients. And I can see them converting now. Like, I want more of this. Let's work together further. That's a ideal scenario in terms of how you'd like to position your workshop, as well as deliver that quick win, that result for your clients. Does that help, Roger?
Yeah, it does. If you think of another one, love to hear that too.
Oh, mate, I've got dozens of these things, right? Like the way that I think of these workshops is it's something that I can teach my audience. A quick win gets them a result, and they can go away and implement it into their business straight away. So once I've taught it once, I record it, I package it up, and I sell it forever. So similar to what we're doing on today's call, like Roger's, like we're here live, but then it'll be available evergreen on demand for people on YouTube. With us, with our workshops, they're a paid workshop. So when they're live, absolutely people are paying to attend. But yeah, if they want the recordings, if they want the repackaged workshop, which comes with bonuses, templates, scripts, like it is a digital product that they're purchasing. It's something that can generate income and revenue for you like every single day into the future. And I'll give you an example. Like we've run events since 2015. I'm still making sales every week from events I ran in 2015. I repackage them, I promote them, and they're accessible online on demand for people who need them at the moment they need them. So for us, like I've got workshops on how to run a summit, how to run a workshop, how to get sponsors for your event, how to get like 10K sponsors. Like we've managed to get Royal Bank of Scotland, HSBC, Vimeo on board, paying us like 10K plus to sponsor just one online digital virtual event. I just wanted to repeat that and emphasize, like they're paying money for an online event to sponsor that. Crazy. So that's one of our workshops we teach. You pay us like, this workshop's a little bit on the more expensive side. It's a few $100s to get access to that workshop, but you get one sponsor, $10,000, you've paid for the investment in the workshop. How to get your first speaker for your event, we've got a lead generation machine workshop, how to be confident on camera. There's plenty more that we can do, or that we've created and that you can come up with. It's just one simple thing that you can teach your audience. And I'll go into a little bit more, I think, later on in this presentation, just about how maybe you can come up with the right idea that will, convert and turn these attendees, these participants in your workshops into clients for your business.
Soon. I am. I got work to do, people to meet. Yeah.
I don't think that one was a question. Roger, did you have anything else or anyone else?
I have nothing else.
Okay, cool. I see these things in chat. Doug, like really have to work on ideas here. Most of my work requires some upfront planning before you can do things. Not sure what that's related to. Okay, great. Yeah, keep those questions coming in, guys, because yeah, happy to support you and your business. Like, if you want help with your business, put your hand up, type it in the chat, and happy to absolutely help you. All right, so I'll continue based on that. Passive income is key. Passive income, predictable income, consistent leads, consistent traffic, consistent clients, right? No one wants to wake up in the morning and wonder like, where's my next dollar going to come from? You know, it's not a fun feeling to have. All right, so let's talk about how do we design it? How do we design our workshop to get high paying clients for our business? Highly profitable, highly scalable offers. All right, the framework's quite simple for our workshop. And I've said it a couple of times already. We just want to create one simple goal for your attendee, right? And it should be unique for each workshop, right? So 3 referrals in 3 minutes, right? Super specific. How to get sponsors for your virtual events, how to get your first speaker for your event. One of our workshops is predictable partnership profits. It's the alliteration of the P's there, but predictable partnership profits. So how do we get partnerships with influencers in our niche to send us referrals, send us traffic? How do we profit from those partnerships, those partnership profits? And then how do we make it predictable so that the partners are sending us consistent traffic every single month, and we can kind of sit back, our traffic, our lead generation is taken care of because people are referring us business. They're recommending us, right? So much easier to convert our clients from there. So we just want to solve one quick, simple goal for someone, get them a result, or overcome a challenge or an obstacle that they might be suffering from or giving them pain. Something super, super small that they can actually achieve in 90 minutes, right? So I like the idea of like 3 referrals in 3 minutes. It could be just 1 referral in 3 minutes. I think people would love that, because take 6 minutes, you can get 2 referrals. Take 9 minutes, you can get 3 referrals. Right? You can make it as simple as possible, make it feel achievable for people. And then you've got 90 minutes to make it happen. If you can't make it happen in 90 minutes, then they're not going to necessarily trust that you can get them results because, well, you know, there was a promise of a result here, and it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to be back in the same position you were with a webinar. Right? Well, I don't really know if this person can get me results. I've got all the information here and I didn't quite get the results within that 90 minutes. And it's okay, like getting a sponsor within 90 minutes, that doesn't necessarily happen. It does take maybe a few days, or in the sponsorship case, it's typically weeks, depending on the price point and your relationships with the sponsors that you might be reaching out to. But the idea is 90 minutes, give them a quick win. How do we break this down? So 3 by 30-minute modules, really, or I like to call them tools. So they get 3 tools that they can use in their business. And each of those tools ends with an exercise. And once they've gone through these 3 sections, they've achieved their quick win. So each tool could get them 1 step closer, maybe 3 steps, right, to achieve that promise of a result that you promised right at the very beginning. Right? They'll have achieved their quick win. And it's all about providing results fast, however small, right? Because that's what we're here for. Getting people to move forward, right? Help them solve problems that, yeah, they've been stuck on for ages, and they're just like, wow, when they see the topic for your workshop, it's like, damn, like, yes, absolutely. That's what I need. That's what I need help with. All right. So does that make sense in terms of the design of the workshop? Just let me know. Yes, you guys are following along and this is exciting you. This is feeling good. Great. Just let me see in the chat. Don's loving this. Okay, good. I'd love to hear everyone else is following along. If there's questions, do stop me, because I don't want to continue unless you guys are all following along. Great concept. Great, Doug. Yeah, would it work? Do you feel like this kind of thing would work for your business? Has anyone got any ideas for what their workshop may be for their business? Kitty, makes sense. Colleen, good stuff. Great information. Love the 30-30 modules concept. Yeah. So 3 steps, 30 minutes. Pretty simple for them, right? Like we can teach the 3 referrals in just 3 minutes. We can do it really quickly in the first 3 minutes of the presentation. And then we can go, okay, let's break this down. Step 1, let's do that together. Great, you've achieved that. Awesome, everyone's following along. Everyone done that? Yes. Let's move on to step 2. Let's achieve that together. Yes, we've achieved step 3. Now, there's only 1 more step to achieve and we've got them the result. We've got them the quick win. Okay, cool. I see your question, Don. Connor, loving the content. Great. Thanks for this feedback, guys. I appreciate it. You're a new audience for me, so it's nice to get to know that this is resonating with you all. So Desiree, I can answer these questions. Are these continuous over days? Like, this is a 90-minute workshop. It takes you an hour and a half. So it's not continuous over days. Like, if everyone here, if you decide you want to run a workshop, you could be launching it by the end of next week. Typically, like, we give 7 days, and it's 6 days of promotion and just 1 day of working on the content. All right, you're only teaching one quick thing. It's something that's a really quick win for them. So, and I might dive into this a little bit more, actually. The end goal. If any of you know me or have been to any of my events or workshops or my courses, well, I always talk about this concept of and the importance of your end goal. Whenever you do anything in your business, it needs to be with the purpose of getting one step closer to your end goal. And the end goal is your desired outcome, right? For most of my coaching clients, this is selling their high ticket program, their coaching program, or their consulting service. But typically it's a one-on-one private coaching, or it's a group coaching thing. And if that's your goal too, you need to see how your workshop can fit into that bigger picture. Right? If your end goal is, hey, I want to get more clients, I want to sell more of my coaching program. Well, how does this workshop fit in? Typically, what we want to look at is like, let's give them a taster. Let's show them that we can get them results. Because ultimately, we want to get them into this high ticket program, right? How can we show them that we get them results in just 90 minutes so they can choose to work with us for 90 days or a year? Give them like just a slither, a tiny piece of your program, what it's like to work with you. Maybe it's the first small goal that you help your clients reach, right? And boom, you've got your topic, right? You're already teaching this in your program. Just pull that out. And I call that process just splintering off a part of your main product and selling that little piece as its own digital product, right? We're packaging it up as a 90-minute workshop for people. Now, if you don't already have a high ticket program or a course or something that you're selling off the back end, your goal might just be to sell whatever it is your main offer is right now, right? Maybe you're looking to get more customers or clients for whatever that is. It might be a mid-ticket thing or a few hundred or a few $1,000s, like an online course, for example, that works absolutely great with this workshop system. So we run the workshop and we sell our online course or our coaching program or our consulting, our service off the back end. So what I want to say here, and this is super important, and Roger, if you had have asked me in that interview at the very beginning, like, what's the most important lesson you've learned? It's not having a highly scalable, highly profitable, high ticket program to offer my clients. Right? Like I showed you earlier that we had over 100,000 people on our email list within 18 months. And for that whole period of time, our highest price point was $100. Yeah, it's embarrassing looking back because I left so much money on the table. Like Sarah and I could have been in a completely different sphere. We've rectified that. We've changed it. Like, it actually took us 3 years before we've been running these events, right? Just for ourselves, personally, teaching other people, like different tactics, different strategies, right? Around workshops, summits, challenges, boot camps, seminars. And we didn't teach this system that I'm teaching you guys today. Like, I had 100,000 people reaching out to me saying, hey, this system is awesome. Like, can you show us how you're running these workshops, these summits, these challenges? And I said, no. We're just giving all this other information out. We're just an events company. We're just running these. We don't want to be a coaching, company, if you like. So it actually took us 3 years of getting those emails and people convincing us to lift the hood and show this system that I'm teaching today. So that was 2018 in October. We launched our first $2,000 product. And I was like, whoa, is that that's a lot of money, right? But now, we've got our group coaching program, which has different levels for it, but it's $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000, depending on the level that you want to work with us. And so the biggest mistake that I made was not having a high ticket offer, because that's where the profit is made. Like, especially like if you can make it highly scalable, highly profitable, which we teach our clients with our system, because it's all about the structure and the deliverability of it, and making sure the steps get the results for your clients in a systemized way, right? Really one path, one clear path for people, for your clients to follow. And there's got to be that authority and trust where this event comes in, but that makes it so much easier to sell your high ticket off the back end. So highly profitable, highly scalable programs just makes life a lot easier, right? Selling $10,000 programs or $5,000 programs is a lot easier than selling hundreds of, for example, like our very first event, we had 15,000 people attend. Yeah, 15,000 leads, right? Coming from scratch, coming from nowhere. And we made $50,000 from that. So we sold 500 $100 tickets. Right? I told you, like, our only price point was $100 before. We sold 500 of them, which made us 50K. But I can tell you, if we had just got 5 clients paying us 10K, we would have doubled our revenue. So, and I can tell you, we would have got a lot more than that based on the system and everything I know now. So if you don't already have an offer off the back end, make sure you think about what that is, because the workshop should lead people in. Yes, it can, a workshop can absolutely make you money, but it should lead people into what it's like to work with you more. That's what the type of workshop I want to share with you guys today. I can see some questions coming in. Do we want to jump in and answer them now, Roger?
That's totally up to you, Liam.
All right. All right. Let's pick someone out. All right. So Marco, how do you find or prioritize your topics? Great question. So if you're already working with clients, if you've already been running your business for, a year or more, you should get a good idea. And I heard someone say, like, all my friends are telling me that I should go and be a life coach, right? Like, why are they telling you that? Why? What have they noticed in you that they're telling you should be a life coach? If you've already been around for a long time and you're helping clients, it's like, what do clients tell you? Like, oh, I'm so glad I worked with you. I'm so glad I got this result. Like, what was that thing that they pointed out? What was that result? What was that aha moment? Typically, it's an aha moment. Because if you're able to take that aha moment, package it up into a workshop, and predictably, consistently give that aha moment to brand new people who have only just heard of you, get them the result, get them the quick win, they're going to be fans for life. They're going to refer you more clients. They're going to become a client themselves, right? So how do we pick that topic? The number one workshop in terms of like the topic and what works really, really well is when it's an aha moment. When people have been telling you consistently, like, that one thing that you taught me changed everything for me. What is that one thing? Is it the 3 referrals on LinkedIn in 3 minutes? Is it getting a 10K sponsor for your event? Like, what is that? And like, a couple of those ideas are things that my clients have told me, right, that was an aha moment for them. So I was like, great. I packaged it up. I did a live workshop. I ran it for 90 minutes and then took the recordings, packaged it up into an online course. And now it's a digital product I sell, every day. It's available every day for people. For my ideal prospects that come into my world, get to know me, trust me, like me, build my authority, so I can hopefully continue that journey, getting more results for my clients. I'll continue on and do some more questions at the end, just for time, and I'll finish this up and answer any questions you've got, so you guys can maybe jump on live here. But with any virtual event, like, most of your time should be spent on marketing, right? So if you're not, like I said before, like, for 7 days to your workshop goes live, spend 6 days promoting it, like filling the room should be the priority, right? Getting bums on seats, and spend 1 day just creating the content. And unfortunately, I've seen a lack of focus in this area. So when I hear people say that, oh, their virtual event, their workshop, their challenge, their boot camp, right, their seminar just didn't get the results that they wanted, hey, it didn't meet my expectations, blah, blah, blah. Like, I ask, well, okay, how much time did you spend on your marketing? Oh, I spent half my time on the tech, setting that up and then writing emails. Well, how much did you spend time actually promoting this thing, getting the word out? Like often it's just not nearly enough. Now, like I mentioned, the good thing about a virtual workshop is you're not inviting any other expert speakers, right? It's just you teaching. It means that you should be able to pull together the content quite quickly. You only need to teach, how to get 3 referrals in 3 minutes, how to get X in 3 minutes, or how to get whatever in 15 minutes. And you've got 90 minutes, right, for them to get the result. So focus most of your efforts, right, I'm repeating this, on getting people onto your workshop. But not just any people, right? Let's be smart about this. Let's get the right types of people, the people who are going to buy your high ticket offer on the back end, the people who want to work with you, who love you and they love what you're doing and how you're doing it, and they want to spend more time with you, right? Like that's super important. And it's another reason why virtual workshops are so great, because it does all of these things. For me, like I'm building my lifestyle business, right? I want to create my dream lifestyle for myself, for Sarah, my family, and have fun, like doing it along the way. And that also involves finding people and working with people that I enjoy spending time with, right? I don't take on clients that aren't a good fit for me, and I can discover that on the workshop if we're doing it live or via discussions once they've purchased that digital product. So if you're nervous about holding a virtual event, like, or worried about how you might come across on camera, if people are going to like you, what you should wear, etc., like, number one piece of advice is just be yourself. I always encourage people to be personal. Always get to the point, right, and get value as your number one focus. Like for me, I'm not like a suit and tie kind of guy. I've had people comment on this, asking if they can, trust someone to scale their business if they don't look like the traditional salesperson with a suit and tie. And if they want someone in a suit, then that's cool. Like we're not a good fit. I'm comfortable with my skills and my experience. I've seen the results we've been able to get for our own business. And then once we open it up and teach people our systems, how they are getting results as well. So I want to work with people who are similar to me and who are fine with me just showing up in a t-shirt, right? Just be comfortable in your own skin, own it, be yourself, and have fun along the way, because that's probably one of the biggest things about virtual workshops. Like you're doing them live with an audience, you're engaging, you're getting that energy, like Roger said, from the crowd and your ideal clients, right? The ones who have responded to your title of your workshop. And I'm pretty darn sure that if you do one of these, you're going to love hosting these workshops. You might even get a little addicted to running these events. Once you wrap up the event and you've got all these happy people who have got results on things that they've been struggling with for weeks, months, years, they're so proud of the progress they've made and they're thanking you for it. And they're asking you like, hey, like, you got any more of these workshops, or how do we spend more time together? Because I want more of these results. And if you're in coaching, if you're providing any type of training or support, like, this is the reason we're doing it, the impact we're making, right, on the world. We're here to help people to bring out the best possible results for others. And I haven't seen it anymore as more relevant as in this 90-minute workshop system. Okay, so a lot of you might be thinking, all right, well, how am I going to make money from this workshop? There's no sales pitch at the end. Do I charge people to attend? Like, where does the income and revenue come from? So firstly, there's two options when it comes to getting people to attend. You can charge or you can make it free, just depending on your end goal. The benefit of making it free is obvious, right? It's going to be easier to get people to sign up, to build your email list, generate more leads. But if you charge people, then you might be charging anywhere between $20 to $50 to $100, even a few $100. There's going to be less people signing up and buying, right? But they're higher quality, they're more likely to show up, take action, and actually get results on what you're teaching them. So there's just a few things to consider, and we use both for different purposes. But if you charge up front, you have the opportunity to make some cash there already. And ideally, you want to combine both. So there's a free element to your workshop and a paid element as well, which is like a VIP upgrade. So there's a free element, and then there's maybe a VIP upgrade. So you can generate the leads, get the free attendees and participants, but also get the VIPs and get paid for your workshop. Now, as I said, there's no blatant sales pitch at the end. So how do we sell these other offers, our coaching programs, our services, our consulting? This is more of an invitation to discover how they can continue getting results like they did today, quick progress by working with you. So following the workshop framework, this type of invitation really works well. When you have, say, a dozen or so attendees, you should be converting 1, 2, even 3 clients into your courses and programs. So you're seeing about a 25% conversion rate, which is amazing, and higher than most sales webinars as well. And the third one is, in terms of making money, is like repackaging up your workshop that you did live and selling it evergreen on autopilot every single day. I encourage you to run the workshop live to begin with, but you should always record it. And once you feel like you're happy with it, it feels like it's fine-tuned, it's getting people results, it's getting you results, it's converting, repackage it, sell it on demand, evergreen. And by evergreen, I just mean that people can access it and buy it when they need it, right? If they're like, oh, I'm searching for this solution to my problem. Oh, this event is happening in 2 weeks or a month from now, but no, it's an urgent problem. I need this solved today. Oh, great. There's a on-demand digital workshop that I can jump on and purchase and get access to. And then I can even jump on a call and enroll and become a client of this person, even on the same day. Like, it can work really quick once we turn our events evergreen. Obviously, the content in the event should be relevant for weeks, months, years, or wherever you're selling it. But you just do that in the planning stages of the actual content. So this way, you've created a brand new digital product for yourself, a low ticket offer that you're selling for $50, $100, which works great at the top of the sales funnel, that you can keep selling for years and years into the future. And as I said before, like, we're still generating sales every single week from events we ran years ago. But as you probably understand by now, workshop profits on its own can but aren't the quickest way to get you to scale your business. The big bucks come from that back end offer, right? From your mid or your high ticket sales. But a virtual workshop is one, if not the best way to get people excited about what you do, see you as the authority, and want to continue that relationship. They want to sign up and purchase from you and work with you further. Now, if you want to learn how you can actually host one of these virtual workshops for yourself, using this proven system of mine to actually generate high-paying clients fast, consistently, and on autopilot, we've got our Quick Workshop Win program, which essentially takes you, it's a workshop on workshops, right? So it takes you through 3 different tools. So it's set up in the same way how you would be running your workshops. So it's the first 30 minutes, or the first tool really, is how to create, you'll be learning how to create your own workshop that leaves your ideal clients wanting more. The second tool is a simple marketing plan to fill your workshop or any type of virtual event that you run, whether it's a webinar or a challenge. This will help you. And then the third tool is how to actually launch, deliver your workshop, and create raving fans, right? To make it so much easier for you to go and enroll them into your courses and programs, essentially, right? A non-salesy way of getting your participants in your workshop to know, like, and trust you and enroll into your programs. So if you go to ehq.ly/EIN, that gives you access to the program. There's a small investment to jump in and access that paid workshop, right? It's one that I taught not so long ago now, but it's now evergreen and it's got a few bonuses in there. There's a workshop checklist showing you every single step along the way you need to be able to run one of these workshops for yourself to get clients, right? And yeah, if you want to go check that out, ehq.ly/EIN. And I only just set this up an hour or so ago. So you can just let me know in the chat whether that worked. And I will, just let me know the website's live and it takes you to that page so you can jump in and grab that. But otherwise, Roger, I'm happy to answer any questions or go where you like.
Well, we've got 4 minutes left, and there's a whole slew of questions in the chat.
All right, where do you want me to start?
Well, just answer any of the questions that you see in the chat.
Cool. Well, Marco was the last one I answered, so I'll go to Colleen next. The workshop is the easy part for me, but how do you get people to attend your event? Marketing. Yeah, exactly. So Colleen, for me, it's about referrals. I want recommendations. I want partners sending us traffic. I want them referring me or recommending me. So that is the easiest part for me, actually. I don't want to be, I know leads is a struggle for most people, most of my clients, right? Sales as well, but not just any leads, right? You want to get leads that are going to convert, high quality, ideal target audience. So go and find people who already have your audience. I heard some people mentioning, if you haven't started a meetup group yet, start your own, or if there's no Facebook out there, start your own. Great ideas. But if there are existing groups out there on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on like influencers on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, right? And they've got your ideal audience, go and partner with them. Ask them to send you traffic and you'll give them a commission. That's the quickest, simplest, easiest way. We've got thousands of partners that send us referrals, they send us traffic. That's how we get consistent flow of traffic, leads, and sales every single day. It goes into a little bit into like tool number 2. Don't know if there's a little bit, there's a little bit more information about that program. So you can see it on the screen, but go to ehq.ly/EIN and you can find out more information there. Hopefully that answered your question, Colleen. Connor, what are your thoughts about pitching your offer at either the beginning, middle, or end of your presentation? Yeah, but then it's a webinar. So yeah, I don't like to do that. It's just more showing people that you can get them a result. If you get them a result, they're going to ask you, what's next? How do I work with you? All right. So there's no need to a pitch. All right. So let's have a conversation, how that might look like to work with you. Because I've got a 5K offer, a 10K offer, a 25K offer. Don, does the 90 minutes include the time you would spend to promote the high ticket product or service at the end? No, there's no promoting, mate. There's no promoting. You're not even, you may be dropping the idea or hinting the fact that, hey, you can work with me longer. I can get you more results over here, but you're not pitching. There's no pitch. All the people want to, does everyone want to pitch here? I see all these questions about being salesy. I don't necessarily like that. This is just giving people results and what they paid for. What kind of workshop could I do as an immigration consultant? How many steps are there that you need to go through with your clients, Adele? Get them through the first step, show them how to do this, how to gather all their documents, how to get their history. Sarah immigrated to Australia. We had to go through this process ourselves, right? We had to prove that we're in a relationship. We had to get documents signed by other people. Give people, we had to actually write a letter. Actually, that's a workshop. We can help you write your letter to the immigration department. What are some icebreakers to start conversing? Have a conversation with your ideal clients, and hopefully they're coming in from referrals from ideal partners. So they see you as an authority, and you can start having these conversations with people in your workshop, right? They've come, they've paid, they've signed up, they're interested. I can go deeper. I'm trying to go quick, just knowing the time here. Marco, choose a topic based on getting a client to their aha moment. Great advice. Thank you. Yeah, cool. It's definitely something that has helped many of my clients get their ideal topic for their workshop when maybe they've run workshops in the past that didn't quite get the results that they wanted. So the aha moment is crucial there, and spending some time thinking about that is important for the end result. What is the price point of that pre-recorded product? It's the same price as the live. You can even charge more. Why? Because the people who are turning up live, they have to wait 2 weeks to show up live. They also have to show up at a certain specific time. I'm Australian. I don't like turning up at the middle of the night, right? Right? Or I'm in Europe and like, it's just not fun. I want it on demand. I want to watch a replay. I want the recordings. So I will pay more than the live. Right. So depending on your audience, some may pay more for live, some pay more for recordings. You just need to understand your ideal client, really get into their head. Thank you for the aha moment detail, Karen. I'm glad there's a few of you that are enjoying that. I have times when I'm too chatty. What can help me not talk so much and give away everything? Yeah, just structure it into those 3 steps and ask people, okay, so where are you at? What do you need help with? Where are you at right now? What are you struggling with? Let them talk. You got to be a good listener if you're a coach, for sure. Okay, Marco, put in the link. Oh yeah, cool. If you put if anyone, yeah, I don't know if you put HTTPS in front of that ehq.lin. Let me just grab it, and I can make it a clickable link for you guys in the chat if that's something you guys are struggling with. Okay, hopefully that should be clickable for you guys. Desiree, those products that relate to your business tool. I'm not sure if that's a question, but if there is a question, do ask me. Can you repeat what you said about connecting with groups on LinkedIn or TikTok for referral? I missed that part. So just look for influencers, Karen, in your market, in your niche that have an audience, right? Who's someone like that has a podcast that you can be on that targets your ideal clients? Who has a blog that you could write a guest post for? Who's running a virtual summit, an online conference, a challenge, a workshop where they're inviting guests? How can you go and run a workshop for them? Like I'm running an event, this workshop, or it's not really a workshop, it's more of a seminar, if you like, on workshops for Roger and Roger's audience. All right, so this is a good example of me kind of eating my own porridge. I don't know what that saying is, but yeah, you've got to eat your own dog food. I think that's what it is, isn't it? We go out there, we find partners who have our ideal client, ideal audience, and we ask them to just, we give a lot of free value. Like hopefully everyone's, let me know, give me a thanks, or I love this, or something great in the chat, so I know this has been valuable for you. But that's what I want to do. Come and provide value, and you should be thinking about, well, who has your ideal audience? TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, meetup groups, like where are they hanging out? And build a relationship with the owner of that group or that influencer.
Liam, we need to cut her off from here. I just want to thank you on behalf of EIN for sharing with us this very novel approach. I can see the benefits of this approach over and above webinars, and I'm quite sure our audience can too. So on behalf of EIN, 75,000 members, I thank you hugely, very much appreciated.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, it's been a pleasure sharing this with you guys. It's something that I've shared a number of times, and it's something that I've been doing for years. So if any of you have any questions, reach out, email me. I'll give you my email address, liam@entrepreneurshq.com. Just send me an email there, ehq.ly/EIN. Like it's, what is it, $30, $40, maybe even $50 for this whole program with all the bonuses and everything included. So if you're even considering and thinking about doing this, I'd love you to go and check that out and take this approach, and then let me know the results. I'd love, for some of Roger's audience or you guys here to get some results and implement what I've been sharing today.
Liam, would you like to type your preferred email address into the chat?
Yeah, sure. Liam at entrepreneurs with an S. Some people forget that one. entrepreneurshq.com. I typed it in right. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, just shoot me an email there, guys.
Beautiful.
Happy to
Thanks,
help.
Liam.